Hello dear viewers, welcome to Scribepost's channel. On today's episode of the series Tales of Coincidence, we will learn of a movie acted by Bruce Lee and its tragic connection with his son, Brandon Lee.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Bruce Lee was a famous Chinese-American movie actor, martial artist, philosopher and founder of Jeet Kune Do, a school that taught a combination of multiple martial arts. Bruce Lee's success in Hollywood opened the possibilities for the Chinese movie market in the Western world. He was a strong influence on future Chinese movie actors including Jet Li, Donnie Yen and Jackie Chan, who is pictured here with him in Enter the Dragon, produced in 1973 and released in 1978. Jackie Chan's first major movie appearances were in Bruce Lee's last movies as one of the bad guys beaten by Lee as the protagonist. Bruce Lee had two major martial arts teachers, Lee Ho-Chun, his father, and the famous Wing Chun master, who has been made popular by the Donnie Yen movie that bears his name, Ip Man. Sadly, Bruce Lee was struck with epileptic seizures that led to a coma while on set of the movie, Enter the Dragon. This image depicts him while acting in the movie, which turned out to be his last. He was rushed to a hospital and diagnosed of a brain edema, swelling of the brain, at age 32, and is still in the middle of his career international movie star. He died, never waking up from the coma. The movie, Game of Death, was still in production when Bruce Lee died. It was released in the year 1978, and a scene in the movie featured an event that would have a mysterious connection 20 years after it was made. In this movie scene, Bruce plays the protagonist character, Billy Lo, a movie actor who is shot by a member of a criminal gang he's been fighting. The killer gets in the movie set and shoots him with a real gun. Billy Lo later survives the attempt on his life, but fakes his death and even stages a fake funeral to deceive the gangsters into believing that he's been killed successfully. He kills the gang members afterwards.
What's the matter? Hey, what's happening here?
What happened? What's wrong?
My God!
Decades later, Brandon Lee rose as a martial artist and promising Hollywood movie actor just like his father. The story continues as a very weird coincidence would play out involving Bruce Lee and his son. Brandon seen here as a toddler in his father's arms. Sadly, Brandon Lee was shot while filming the movie, The Crow, in 1993. The gun used in the scene still had a real bullet inside it instead of a blank shot. None of the crew members realized what really happened for a while when he fell from the gunshot impact, because they thought all he was still acting according to the script. It was not until the director checked his pulse that they realized what happened and rushed him to a hospital. After 6 hours of surgery, Brandon Lee was pronounced dead at age 28. It turned out to the horror of his fans that the movie Bruce Lee had acted 20 years before Game of Death was filmed in 1973, but released in 1978, predicted how his son, Brandon Lee, would die in real life.